Hello friends. Once you've achieved a level of familiarity with my fundamentals, the thin end whooshing of the club with either hand by itself or the half speed, high left, short irons off a low tee, then it's time to take it to the golf course. And I say that because it's very easy in this game to get what we used to call range bound, where you just hit golf balls and you never actually play. And a very good time of the day to do that is in the evening, because there's not enough daylight for 18 holes of golf, so there are relatively few people on the golf course, and that you'll find is more comfortable. Now, I'd suggest that you go with a shorter set. We're allowed to carry 14, but in fact 7 would be much better. That's certainly how I learned to play. And you'll have 2 woods, 4 irons and a putter, and you don't go with the driver. Start with a 3 or a 4 wood and hit it off a low tee, and then have a lofted fairway wood like a 7 wood or a hybrid club, which is a club I particularly like. Then 4 irons, where the shortest one is a wedge, and the putter, of course. And then also have a few extra used golf balls in your pocket so that the anxiety level is reduced if you happen to lose them or injure them. Now, I would suggest that you also shorten the course. Walk 100 yards down the holes on the long ones and start there, or at least use the most forward tees. And if you, for instance, and this will happen, you hit a succession of poor shots and you get a little frustrated, pick the ball up, walk 100 yards and start over. It's perfectly reasonable. Now, I'd also say that it's reasonable for you to tee the ball up on a low tee for every one of these shots to start with. There's plenty of time down the road to apply the rules as they truly are. And if you go into a bunker, then of course it's interesting, so take a swipe at it. But the rules used to be that once you go in a bunker, you've got to hit it out. There was no provision then for actually dropping outside of a bunker. Now you can, but it is a 2-stroke penalty. And so if you hit it and it doesn't come out, just throw it out. And then eventually, when you do get to the green, hit 2 putts. If it's not in the hole, pick it up proudly and go to the next hole and start over. So you've shortened the set, you've shortened the course, and this makes it much less anxiety-ridden and much more fun.